What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And breaking news, oh my lord, Paygate has an update. Our boy Phil has updated the Dents and the populace regarding his PayPal account and his mysterious situation on what's going on. If you guys don't know what happened, Saturday I think it was, Phil had mentioned that his tip link was being updated and being changed, and of course many people figured oh, why? That's very weird. Why would he change his PayPal account, his business PayPal account? And of course people took a look and saw that it was an old personal account. So of course the Twitterverse and the YouTubeverse started speculating on what was going on. Your boy Duty put out a video out there thinking that Phil was trying to circumvent chargebacks because he knew that he was going to be getting a large amount of tips this weekend. And once you get a large amount of chargebacks, any monies that come in through a tip link actually goes to paying down that chargeback. And then, you know, if the chargeback is reviewed and investigated and you're found not to be at fault, they kind of credit all that money back. But what happens is your money kind of stays in limbo until that thing gets resolved. And Phil knows that. And knowing that this week was going to be a big one for him and he was going to be getting tons of support, he needed that money, and there was no way that he was going to have any of that cash in limbo. So Phil decided he was going to be sneaky and go ahead and change his PayPal account to his personal account, which is very sus and weird. I mean, typically when you're doing something like that, there's something funky going on with your PayPal, or you're trying to avoid something. And of course, like I stated, I think he was trying to avoid either chargebacks or maybe his account was on hold. Anyway, he didn't talk much about it. He tried to just kind of skirt the issue, but he had to bring it up again today because breaking news, he's back to using his old business account. So that tells me something happened. Either he won the chargebacks, which is pretty fast for that, or they removed a hold, or maybe they were investigating his account. I know a lot of people speculated on on Twitter, that if if you receive large amounts of tips or frequent tips, PayPal may put a hold on your account to investigate, and that's probably what ended up happening. And we all know that Phil cashes out his PayPal every night. As soon as money gets in there, he takes it out right away because he knows that there could be chargebacks, and he rather deal with those chargebacks on the back end and not have the money in that account go, be on hold or be frozen. So he takes that money out as quickly as possible. So today he mentioned that he is now back to his old business account. So let's hear this and then let's wildly speculate on what may have happened.
Tonight, I have gone back to my original tips link. I know that's confusing. Basically, earlier this week, I announced over the weekend I was changing my tips link to a new one. It worked for a few days, but now I'm going back to the old one. And it's that simple. I know people trying to pry what happened, but it's none of anyone's business. Honestly, there was some nonsense going on behind the scenes. I took care of it. It's all fine now. So we're going back to the old link and everything is back to normal. So if you used to use that old link, I think it was paypal.me/darksidephil. That's the link we're using again. The old one will be a backup for later if I ever need it. But no, I'm using the main one that I've been using all along. We're going back to that one starting immediately. Okay? So for those who tipped this week and you saw that I had to kind of change it around, sorry, it was a little annoying, but now we're back to the old one and everything should be smooth moving forward. Fair enough? All right.
Okay, the first point is that it's no one's business. Yes, Phil, it is people's business, especially if you make your business and your living about tips and crowdfunding and support. The people you ask for money, they do have a vested interest in knowing what exactly that money is going towards, especially when you tell them that that money goes to bills and paying back bills and paying back taxes, and you have no money to spend on anything. So, I'm calling bullshit on that that phrase that it's no one's business. No, you make it people's business by how intrusive you make the whole tipping thing to your viewers. So that's the one thing. The second thing here is I love how you try to brush it under the rug, like, oh no, nothing happened, there was some tomfoolery going on, and I took care of it, and I had to use an old PayPal link. It sounds like the tomfoolery is you, Phil, something you were doing. and you sound so sus. And we know that you love circumventing things. I mean, we can go back to the days of your old AdSense account when you were banned by YouTube, just doing shady stuff just to make a buck. And I could definitely see you trying to circumvent the PayPal rules or the PayPal terms of service so that your money isn't froze up, so that you can have that money to pool for your Hogans and your DoorDash and your day off. Because I surmise that Phil lives perfectly fine off of his monthly YouTube check. And everything he gets in tips, it's just extra. That's the money he uses to waste on WWE champions and all of his other addictions and buying crap he doesn't need. Like those skins from Street Fighter that he bought. I mean, that's where the tip money goes. And it's a huge amount. I mean, he makes lots of money every month from his PayPal, you know, from his tips, stuff like that. So it's not something like, oh, it's only a couple $100 a month or whatever. No, we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars. So I just found it so odd that just after a few days, you reverted back to your old business account. So it to me, it smells super fishy, and it sounds like Phil was doing something shady to kind of circumvent TOS. I'm like 95% sure that's what happened. He got hit with chargebacks, or his account got frozen by PayPal, and he decided, yeah, there's no way he's not gonna get those tips. So he decided he was gonna activate or start using his old personal PayPal account, which. Anyway, that's it. I found it very interesting that Phil would slightly mention it and then just kind of brush it under the rug. But I'm pretty sure we'll hear more about this coming up. A lot of people speculate and say, well, it can't be chargebacks because Phil would be begging to the dents and stuff like that. Yeah, I would normally agree with that. But if Phil is trying to kind of sweep this under the rug and not make it a big thing because he is circumventing PayPal terms of service, by trying to bypass a hold or some type of investigation that they're doing on his account, he wouldn't want too many people to. He won't want too many eyes on that. So I think he took the calculated risk and just said, I'll just use my old personal account. I won't make a big thing of it, and hopefully PayPal will reactivate my account eventually. And it looks like that's what happened. But anyway. That's the video, folks. Hope you guys enjoy it. If we hear more about Paygate, I'll definitely let you guys know. Peace out.